Okay, I hope we are live now. Tell me please in the chat if you see me, if you hear me. Hello and welcome to Journey to Grandmaster, the place where you can improve every aspect of your chess game. And yeah, today we're gonna play some chess. I hope it's gonna be fun. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. And yeah, first of all, it's important for me to understand whether you see me, whether you hear me, so that yeah, I guess you should see me by now. Tell me please in the chat, because I know there is some time that should be spent before you can see me and hear me. Hopefully it's working, because it's my first time in entire life to make a live stream. Tell me please if it's working. Okay, we see and hear you loud and clear. Perfect. Yes, so my idea for today is to make a simulation exhibition. So it's on Lichess. I have shared the link in the chat. Let me do it again. So here you can join. Let me write it down. So you can just go for this link and join. And I'm gonna accept your you to this exhibition. We have 3 people for now. So the time should be like you're gonna have 20 minutes for the whole game and 10 seconds. So it should be fine. It's not too fast. So you have time to think. And I'm gonna have 20 minutes more, so 40 minutes overall. And that should be enough for everybody, because well, sometimes I can't just do it too fast. I'm just losing all of the games on time. I don't want that. I have added a little bit of time for myself. So hopefully, yeah, it's gonna be working. Let's wait like 10 or 15 minutes till everybody are there. And meanwhile, you can ask some questions in the chat, and I'm gonna do my best to answer it, to be helpful. So yeah, hi everybody. And please go to Lichess, please join our simulation. Or like Konstantin pointed out, it's called simultaneous exhibition. So although yeah, they call it just simul on Lichess. Okay, so we have 4 people for now. That's great. Let's gather together and let's start. Yeah. Meanwhile, feel free to ask any questions. We have now 12 people on the stream. Okay, what is your favorite opening for white? Well, I certainly play d4, and you're gonna see it today too. And yeah, afterwards it depends on what black is doing, of course. Sometimes they play like King's Indian defense, and you could have seen a lot of games in this opening on my channel, because I play the double fianchetto variation when I do d4, knight f3, g3, fianchetto my bishop to g2, and then I play b3 and bishop to b2. A very good approach. But if they play d5, then I play some normal queen's gambit, some stuff like that. Do you play in tournaments a lot? Well, yeah, actually recently I just went back from a tournament which I have managed to win. I have got the first place, and that was an international master tournament. Like, people are trying to score an international master norm there, and I was invited as a master there to, yeah, make it possible for them to get a norm. And unfortunately, I have scored too many points, so people couldn't really have achieved that norm. But still, well, that was a very cool one. So let's see whether we have more questions. What's some good response with black to Italian game other than symmetrical? Yeah, that's a very good question. I really hate the Italian game, and in general the e4, e5 openings, because it's so boring for me to play it. I mean, it's so symmetrical, especially the Italian or the Jacobiana. Like, yeah, it's just no fun for me for some reason. I don't like it. Okay, let me add more people. So we are now 6 people on Lichess. That's already good. I don't know. I guess to make it interesting, it should be like 10 to 15 people, but whatever it would be, we're just gonna play. Let me just post the link again. Maybe I can pin this comment. Yeah, I can pin this message. So once again, feel free to go to this link and take part in our match today. Hopefully it's gonna fun for everybody. Let me answer. Yeah, so about the Italian game, I'm not really sure what you are supposed to play as black to make it great for you. I mean, there are some lines with h6 g5, I believe, and you are very, very aggressive as black. Maybe something like that you can try. Is the Spanish good for an 1800? Well, they say that it's an opening which, if you understand it, you can understand the whole chess. It's like one of the most difficult openings in chess overall. And of course, it has a great number of variations there. So yeah, it's quite a commitment. If you play it both as white and as black, you should be pretty well prepared. Otherwise, chances are that your opponents will just crush you. So it's a good opening. If you have time to invest, if you have time to learn the opening, then it could serve you really well. Otherwise, yeah, it might be problematic because you might get into trouble. So depending on that, that is your answer. So the video with Hikaru, have you played any other Super Jam online or in person? Well, yeah, in person it's much more difficult, of course, to get to Super Jams because they only play normally in those closed tournaments where you can never get an invitation. But online it's much simpler because there are a lot of tournaments like Title Tuesday, like maybe something else. And well, I have also published a video recently where I played against Daniel Naroditsky. That was, well, a pretty painful game for me because I have lost, but still a very cool experience. And I believe, yeah, I played at some point against some very strong GMs like Daniel Dubov, or yeah, it's hard to come up with the names, but I certainly remember that I have played those pretty famous guys, and yeah, of course, Nakamura is now the like the first one, and also the game was really great, so I'm pretty proud of it. When do you think that you will become a GM? Well, I wish I would know that because it's very hard to predict. You need to take part in a great number of tournaments. You need to yeah, spend a lot of time on preparation on games, and not always, of course, everything goes well. In general, you have to achieve 2500 ELO rating, and you have to score 3 Grandmaster title norms, which is incredibly difficult because you need to play like 2600 in a tournament to get this norm. So much higher than an actual Grandmaster. But hopefully, if I'm gonna invest a lot of time in it, then in a year or two, I'm gonna achieve it. Well, I'm gonna hope for it. Hello from Azerbaijan. Hello there. Do you know Azerbaijan? Which Grandmaster do you like Azerbaijani? Well, unfortunately, I don't speak Azerbaijani. Although, yeah, I speak quite a lot of languages, but not this one. Well, of course, I know Shahryar Mamidyarov. He's a very strong and cool grandmaster. Also, I really like his style because he's very aggressive. He's, yeah, playing very, very cool, interesting chess. And of course, there are much more. And also Rauf Mamedov, a very strong one. So, yeah, it's a famous country in terms of chess grandmasters. So the time control today, Bruno is asking, is going to be 20 minutes plus 10 seconds for you and additional 20 minutes for me. And please go to Lichess if you haven't done already, because we have 14 people here and only 6 or no, 5 currently on Lichess. So please go to Lichess. Let me post the link again in the chat. Um, and join our simulation there. And hopefully, yeah, now we have more people. Hopefully, we are gonna have fun chess today. What is simulation in chess? So simulation means, or simultaneous exhibition means when I'm playing against a lot of people, or someone is playing against a lot of people and normally has a little bit more of time because, well, he has to switch the games. Of course, online it's simpler. I have played some exhibitions in person when I needed to run around and I had like 30 tables to play and it was very difficult. I have lost a lot of games on time just because, well, you can't really get all of them, but hopefully today it's gonna work. How many GM norms do you have? I currently don't have any GM norms. Unfortunately, I was very close to it. Like two times I had like 2590 performance, and you need 2600, as I have mentioned. So it was really close, but I haven't achieved it yet. Who do you personally think will win, Nepo or Dean? More like, who are you rooting for? Well, yeah, hard for me to say because both of them are very, very strong. And yeah, we will see who is gonna win. I'm rather rooting for Nepo because he's like very similar to my style, also very interesting, very aggressive, and also not that stable. It could happen both to him and to me that if we lose one game, we can lose 10 in a row afterwards. So from this perspective, I kind of more supporting him. But yeah, I really also like Dean, how humble as a person he is, and in general, I mean, I guess you can't really not support him because he's very optimistic, very good-looking person. When did you play your first tournament? Um, I guess I started playing chess at 6, and that is pretty much when I played my first tournament. And it was very painful because I scored like 2 points out of 9, and that was a shock for me. I was I was hoping to just come and win all of the games, but unfortunately I have lost pretty much everything. So yeah, that was very painful. But with the time, with the practice, with patience, it gets better. Okay, Jan or Dean, that one I have already answered. Why 20 more minutes for you? It's more logical to for us to have 20 minutes more. Well, the thing about those simulation is that you literally just don't have enough time to make the moves. Like it doesn't matter whether I'm gonna have a good position, I'm gonna just lose everything on time if we have equal time. Like it's normally what happens. But maybe I'm gonna it's gonna be enough time. We will see. It depends on the number of people because if I'm gonna play 10 people, it's gonna be fine. I guess that would be more than enough. If it would be like 20 or 30 people, then I might have some difficulties. So for now, we have 8 people on lead chess. So please go to lead chess and join our simulation because unfortunately you wouldn't be able to do it once we start. So you can only do it now. And yeah, hopefully it's gonna work for you. The link is in the chat, so please go there and join our match. Okay, what are norms in chess? Norms are a certain result in a chess tournament you need to achieve to get a certain title. So for example, to get an international master title, you need to achieve 3 international master norms, which is 2450 rating performance in a certain tournament of 9 rounds that you need to score, and you need to score 3 of those norms. So 3 tournaments you need to play for this rating performance to become an international master or to become a grandmaster. But there, of course, the norm is much more difficult to achieve. Okay, so what? Okay, hello there. Hello. Congrats. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm incredibly thankful for all of your support. It's been incredible. And well, I initially created this simulation this stream to celebrate 2,000 subscribers, but now we are at 2,500, which is incredible. And you are here from 20 subs. Yeah, I certainly remember your nickname, so thank you very much. Not a joke. When we are starting the simul? Well, actually, I was planning to start it by now. We are now like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. Let's have 10 and we can start, I guess. What's weird is that on lead chess in the chat we have 12 people, but not everybody is joining the simulation. So please click the join button or the start button, whatever it is there, because otherwise you won't be able to play with us. So please do it. Now we have 13 people in the chat. Maybe let me write it there. Click the join button. Not entirely sure which button it is, but I'm accepting everybody. Now we are 10 people, 11 people, perfect. Let me answer a few more questions and we are gonna start. What was your training plan before getting international master title? And the next one is when we are starting. We are starting just in a few minutes, so don't go away. We are about to start. We have 12 people, so yeah, very soon. Okay, what was my training plan? Well, it's not such a simple question to answer. Like, I had a lot of coaches throughout my chess career, and of course, every coach has his special program, training plan, and so on. Yeah, so mainly I was playing a lot of games, a lot of tournaments. Then I was analyzing those games. I was preparing my openings. Um, what else? I was covering some chess books, of course, but I wouldn't say I know a lot of chess books. I have done a lot of them, but some that I really like, I don't know, Play Like GM from Alexander Kotov is incredibly great. Or like the Dvoretsky's books, I guess I have studied a lot of them, both in terms of endgames, in terms of strategy. That's just an incredible chess author. Yeah, and otherwise, just taking a look at some games from chess history together with my coaches, and yeah, playing chess tournaments. From now on, the number of subscribers you have has to be your feeder rating. Yeah, that's true. If you and us work hard, you will be super jam in no time. Well, super jam is difficult because super jam it's like top 100, if not like top 50 in the world, and that is an incredibly difficult level to achieve. But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna become a grandmaster one day. Also, question: will you play in the next marathon? What is a marathon? I'm not sure I know about it. Is it a special event from chess.com or from somebody? I'm not sure what you mean by that. By the way, I'm using a new account. I never played on Lead Chess. Yeah, Lead Chess is a very cool website. I really like it. It's free. Okay, so let's start our game. I guess it's time to do it. So just make sure that everybody has joined because it's not going to be able to join afterwards. Um, the last chance to click the start button, the join button on Lichess, because I see there are 15 people there and 11 people in our simulation. So the 4 people who are not joining, they won't be participating, unfortunately. Like, obviously, I'm one of them, but still there are 3 more. Okay, whatever. Let's start. So we are gonna have 40 minutes for me, and I'm having white pieces in all of the games. Let me just change my screen so you see not only me but also the board. Yeah, hopefully now you should be able to see the boards. Let's maybe wait a little bit of time, and meanwhile I'm gonna make the first move everywhere. No, I guess it doesn't work for some reason. Yeah, now it's working. Okay, I just should have waited more time. Yeah, so everybody's playing d5. That is, of course, a very good move. I'm gonna continue with knight f3. And yeah, in the chat, meanwhile, you can write me if something goes wrong, if I'm making some mistakes, because it's the first experience for me. So it might be the case that I'm doing something wrong. Otherwise, let's go on. So I'm playing knight f3 and then c4, the normal queen's gambit, as I have pointed out in the beginning. That's the opening that I'm doing. Um, for white. Okay, there are some problems with the camera. Let me try to fix it. Some reason the camera is not working. It's freezing. Yeah, I see it, but how do I fix it? Yeah, now it should be great. Okay, so we have knight c3 here, a very popular position. So yeah, I have played like thousands of games in this opening, so let's see how it's gonna be. We have 11 games for now. Maybe 40 minutes is a lot, but okay, maybe I'm gonna take more time to think about the positions and commentate and explain more stuff. So I have the Rogozin defense now. Bishop g5 is one of the moves. Okay, let's just go for it. c4, knight c6. Yeah, I don't know, for some reason a great number of people like below 2000 are playing it, and I can't really explain why, because to me it feels like a weird move. Like, they play it sometimes on a top level too, but you really need to know what to do. Otherwise you are risking to get in trouble pretty soon. um Yeah, Konstantin is saying that for some reason it didn't let him in. He pressed the join a while ago, but it did not. Yeah, sorry, I asked a lot of times to check whether you're in, because now I can't do anything. I can't accept new people to the simulation. I guess I can't. Let me check. No, no, I can't do anything. Okay. Um, yeah, so here we have the King's Indian defense and this b3 lines that I really like to play. And here we have b6, bishop b4, which is kind of like something in between the Nimzo Indian and the Bogo Indian defense, or maybe the Queen's Indian it's called. Yeah, there are a lot of names, but the point is I'm normally trying to fight for the center here. Bishop f5. I guess I can take on d5, or maybe queen b3 first. I mean, b7 pawn is always a problem here. Maybe I'm gonna start with queen b3. Although you can take on c4. Yeah, maybe it's not that great actually. Okay, then I'm gonna just start normally with knight c3. Okay, here we have some interesting setup. Maybe the Catalan opening is this g3 move where white is sacrificing. Wow, knight h5. That's something unusual. Where should the bishop go? I guess I can play bishop g5, although, yeah, maybe you're gonna play h6 and g5, and bishop e5 I don't like because knight d7. I can also take on b8, but I don't feel that it gives me a lot. I'm gonna play bishop d2 and just say that your knight on h5 is just weirdly placed. Bishop b4 now. Okay, then it's some kind of Ragozin defense, but a very weird version. Because normally white is playing queen a4 check, provoking the move knight to c6, and then the queen goes back to c2. And now it's like I'm getting the same position, but with an extra tempo. Okay, do we have any comments? Best of luck. Yeah, once again, sorry, but I can't really do anything about that. Otherwise, hopefully everything is working well on our stream and you see me and the chess position, because I'm trying to explain some of the moves here. C takes D. I guess I don't take it so early because it's making life simpler for white. Okay, knight d7. I guess queen to c2 should be normal. Okay, here bishop to b2. So you can see that the time runs really fast. I already have 36 minutes everywhere, and if I'm gonna talk too much, I'm gonna just lose all of the games on time. So it's not like I have a lot of time to spend, because it's only the beginning, and afterwards I'm gonna need more time to make my moves. So actually the simulation is working the way that you don't really have a lot of time to think, you just need to make the moves. I really like this move f5. It's really promising now. The knight is coming to f6. The brown chess is playing very aggressive here, very active. I'm wondering if I can play d5. I don't know, it feels tempting for some reason, but I'm not developed that great, so yeah, let me just continue the development. Not to get into some weird stuff. Okay, d takes c. I can get the center now, but not sure about the d4 pawn. Hopefully it's gonna be fine. Okay, here c4, knight f3. I guess just castles for now. Bishop takes c3. So if I take with a queen, there is knight a4 potentially, but for now there is a pin. Maybe I can take with a queen now, but you're gonna have h6. Yeah, let me just take with a pawn, because I really want to save my my two bishops advantage. Bishop takes f3. I guess I'm taking with a queen, and the problem is the knight on h5 is hanging. Okay, now I can play rook to d1, and I'm not sure that that black is gonna have enough defenders there for the d5 pawn. Okay, e6. Well, now I'm definitely playing queen b3. Knight b6. That's kind of a weird setup. What the knight is doing there? Maybe just making sure that the bishop has some place to develop itself, maybe. Yeah, makes some sense. Okay, I have to speed up probably because otherwise I'm gonna be low on time. E3, G6. So now my pawn is hanging. Can I play rook d1? Sacrifice a pawn? Maybe not. Just bishop e3. Okay, bishop d3. Yeah. I should make more moves and talk less probably, because otherwise it's going to be difficult. E5. I guess I can take on d5 first, just to make sure that you have an isolated pawn. Okay, bishop d7, but somehow it doesn't feel like you have a lot of space for your pieces. For example, now I can play a4. H6, yeah, that's reasonable, obviously, because H7 pawn was a problem. Castles. So the question is, can I just grab your pawn on D5 now? Takes, 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 takes. Seems like I can, although you're gonna have some compensation in the end of the day. So it's pretty double-edged. Maybe I'm gonna start with my development, like bishop f4 first. F6, that's very unexpected. What's the plan? I don't know. I'm gonna take the pawn. Bishop g5, b6. Yeah, somehow feels that black is gonna have some difficulties there. Knight x d5. Okay, guess I can take twice because in the end of the day still it's gonna be an isolated pawn. Wow, e5. No, sorry, but you can't play chess like that. You can't weaken your center that much. It's gonna end very painfully. Okay, a5, that's the right move, because otherwise I'm gonna play a5 and that would be difficult for black. Maybe e4, that's the most active move. Hopefully we are good to go. So yeah, that's a very normal position. Let me play e3. Yeah, now that's the first checkmate here, queen to f7. And yeah, unfortunately, like never weaken your king and never open up your center before your king is safe, because yeah, that's gonna end very painfully. Takes on e5. That's a first takes moment. Well, yeah, because here it's not that difficult to calculate. It's just a bunch of exchanges, and seems like I'm winning the pawn in the end of the day. But I'm not sure that it's enough for me. Like it's gonna be a rook sand game, and black is gonna have um, some compensations there. I'm just trying to calculate all of those rook c2 lines in the end of the day. Like if I exchange everything, rook c2, rook c8, rook c2, and then yeah, have to defend a little bit. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's just the best I have, because otherwise, like if I'm not attacking, maybe I can take and play e4. Yeah, let's take for now. Yeah, for some reason, this game is still in the first few moves. It's weird. Into c2. Let me just develop and do it fast. Okay, here we also have this isolated pawn. So I can either play rook d1 or take in rook d1. Let's just play rook d1. Okay, let me put the queen there. And here I was going to play e4 because the queen is unprotected, so the pawn is basically pinned. Yeah, let me try e4. Okay, e3. Okay, we have some comments. How to start the game. Yeah, that's what I was talking before. That's why I wanted to wait some time, because now it's not possible, unfortunately, to start the game with me, because we are already during the simulation here, and you can't just jump in. Unfortunately, I can't invite new people or accept new people. Wait, takes. I have 5 attackers and 4 defenders. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I can just take it. Yeah, I have started already. When do you think an update for chess, or even better, chess 2 come out? Do you mean the chess.com website, or what do you mean? Or do you mean the chess game in general? The second version of the game? No, I am not a big fan of changing the game. I understand. I also feel those difficulties that in terms of theory, that you have to learn a lot of theory, like those 30 moves variations. I'm fed up with that. But at the same time, I don't really want to change the game. And I mean, it's going to be a difficult game, a different game that might be fine too. But I love chess. I love playing it, and I don't want to change it. Let me take, or no, yeah, I shouldn't have taken there. That was a mistake. Okay, so now, wait. What's going on? You can take the pawn there because I'm gonna just win a piece. That is not how it's supposed to work. I don't want to take. I want just to play bishop d3. Yeah, here I'm just winning a bishop, and here I'm giving another checkmate. Yeah, that's what it is. I hope I haven't missed there anything, but seems to be a checkmate. Bishop b7. Can I play knight e5? No, I can't. I don't have enough defenders, but otherwise this knight is coming. I can play c4, but yeah, that's also gonna just open up the bishop, and yeah, how do I do that? Maybe I just develop my pieces for now. Maybe I play a4, trying to develop my rook. Okay, can I play queen b3 and attack the pawn? Let me try. Here I'm just having an extra bishop, and here it's just opening. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken on d5. The point of the move e3 is just to stabilize, maybe play b3 and get a lot of initiative in the center, but I changed, so it wasn't the right way. Can I play c5, or would it be too weird? Maybe I don't need that. Let's just develop. Although black wants to play e5, and then I'm gonna have c5. Okay. Okay, so I have some time for the comments. Chess game in general, it was a joke. Yeah, I don't think you need to change chess in general. I mean, there is this 960 chess or Fisher random chess. It's kind of fun in terms of you don't have any more opening theory, and it's really cool. But at the same time, it's already something different, and I'm not ready for that radical change. a5. Okay, developing the pieces, always a key. Yeah, like I said, this knight on c6, the problem with it is that it's kind of stopping the c7 pawn. It's pretty passive on its own, and the bishop is now passive, so the whole setup is not that great for black. That is why I don't like when people are doing it. But for some reason, so many people, chess players are liking it. So I'm gonna play a3 just to make sure that knight b4 is not possible. My bishop is hanging. Guess I should take... Or maybe I can play bishop g5 here, because a pawn on d5 would be a problem. Let's try. Okay, here I'm gonna open up the a file for my rook. Yeah, e5. I was wondering if I can play c5 here. Maybe I can play it, but it's just not a big deal. Maybe it's just everything is completely fine for black. Yeah, but let me do it anyway. Takes. So now maybe a rook to a7 is a move. I don't like the fact that black is about to take the d4 pawn, and then this rook will be very active, and I can't take it back with the pawn because my pawn is pinned. So maybe I should play something like queen b2, putting some pressure on this b6 pawn, and stepping away from this c file. You never want to have your queen on the same file with your opponent's rook. It's generally not a great thing. Okay, castles. Let me do the castles too. g6. Wow, that is very unexpected. Okay, the pawn was hanging, but I mean, you're weakening all of the dark squares. And also, I haven't castled yet, so I might play h4, h5. In fact, I'm gonna do it. Here, I'm gonna just step back. Yeah, and now I'm okay with exchange because you're gonna have this isolated pawn on b6, whereas I don't have any weaknesses at all. Here are castles, but what about the d5 pawn? Can't I just win it? Takes, takes, takes. And I don't see any follow-up, so let me take. Yeah, now the problem is I just took on d5 automatically, and now whenever I play e4, you just exchange and I have this isolated pawn. That's not what I would like to have. I can play a3 before somehow, but the bishop would be so great on d6, somehow very active. But whatever, let's do it. Rook a8. Yeah, I guess at some point this pawn on b6 should be a problem. So let me play bishop b5 for now. Okay, here I can take both of them. But if I take the e-pawn, knight g4, and I have only one defender against 3 attackers, so I should take this one. Yeah, and this position is really tough for me. Black is playing very, very professional here. Knight b to g7, just developing all of my all of the pieces like I'm normally telling in my videos. So yeah, well done. I'm gonna try to create some problems here. Okay, h5. So at some point this g6 pawn might be a factor. Can I play g4 and sacrifice stuff? I mean, that feels very interesting, very promising. But at the same time, very risky because my king is still in the center. I mean, I can't make long castles, but yeah, I don't know how secure my king is going to be. I can play knight to g5, but yeah, I don't create any immediate threats. Let me castle alone first, and maybe bring the rook to g1 and then g4. Okay, here an extra bishop. That should be relatively simple. B6. Okay, now I can take. Once you play b6, you can always take. Here I'm gonna just take. Okay, so not the bishop b in d6, but just takes. But I'm pretty happy with that because I'm gonna take with the pawns and play c4, and then I pretty much like my position. Yeah, queen c7 is an important move because otherwise there was a problem with those pins. But now I can just play rook to c1 with a tempo. Yeah, maybe the queen is going to... Wait a second, I can also take on f6 because there is another pin too. The knight on d7 is pinned. So I can take here, takes back, I can take here, queen takes, and then I can win a pawn. Queen takes b6, attacking the f6 pawn, attacking the bishop. I'm not sure whether that's enough because queen c6 and yeah, it's still just one pawn. Maybe I can start with rook c1, although then it might be just rook takes a1. What about knight e5? Because knight e5 is attacking the d7 knight, which is pinned. So knight takes, bishop takes, knight to c4. That's a problem. And then I'm losing my bishop, and then you're going to have two pieces for the rook, which is obviously great. Yeah, so that's not going to work. So then, should either go for this extra pawn, or... Yeah, I don't see anything better. Let me go for it. Knight to c8. Yeah, somehow I have to use this time because right now I have some time to where I have more activity. But if I give you a few tempis, then you should be more or less fine. So let me see. I wanted to play knight b1, immediately creating a threat, attacking this pawn, and trying to relocate my knight all the way to c4, where the knight would be just perfect. So hopefully it's gonna work for me. Let me take a look at the comments. How did your videos start appearing if you have 2,500 subs? I started seeing you on YouTube Shorts, but I wonder how you got there. I enjoy the content. Yeah, well, hard to say. It's short form content is something completely different from normal chess. From normal chess, from normal videos on YouTube, because uh, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, and in general on YouTube, it seems like it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. Everything that matters is whether your content is good, whether people find it fascinating, engaging, and then YouTube is just recommending it to more and more people, and nobody cares about the number of subscribers. That is pretty much the way it works. Okay, c5. That's a good move. Maybe I can play c4 because I have a pair of bishops. So the key chess principles say that I have to open up the position. So let me play c4. Yeah, but yeah, thank you very much. I'm happy to hear that you enjoy the content. I think Fisher Random really tests the raw calculation, planning, and all other aspects of a chess plate without the opening memorizing being a factor. I think it's cool. Yeah, I also think it's cool. I totally agree, but it's still a different game, and I really enjoy the chess game as it is, and that is why, yeah, it's double-edged. By the way, I have never played Fisher Random in my life, not a single game. Maybe I should try it. Queen to c2 seems like the move to me. What happened here? Okay, bishop g4. So the question is, can I take this bishop, this pawn on e5? Bishop takes, bishop takes, bishop takes, bishop takes, rook takes. And then something like knight e8 will come with a double attack, the bishop and the rook on a1. I don't really like the idea of getting away from this diagonal. Maybe I can play knight d2 for now. And if you take, I'm going to take it back with the bishop. Otherwise, my knight wants to go to c4. If you play rook d8, I can just step back with the queen and still preparing the move knight to c4. Seems like a plan. B6. Suddenly, everybody's playing b6. Okay, I will attack on that pawn there. Let me just continue the development. Or maybe I should have taken. Yeah, maybe I should have taken on d5. Okay, he plays and actively explains why our positions are clubbed. Yeah, I'm trying to make it useful for you. I'm trying to explain some important moments of the positions, not to just not just play, but make it really useful. I don't like the move h6. I mean, yeah, I understand that problem is the pawn was hanging anyway, and maybe you're trying to get a pair of bishops advantage, but bishop takes, queen takes, e4, and now wherever the bishop is going, e5 is a fork basically. I mean, seems like black is in trouble. Anyway, I have to take. I don't want to go back, and then I'm gonna have a choice. Okay, queen takes b6. That seems. I can also exchange the rooks, but I don't see any reason to do it. Because if black takes, then I'm gonna have a very active rook. So, I mean, at some point I should be careful to make a luft for my king. Otherwise, I might blunder a checkmate on the back rank. Hopefully, it's not gonna happen. Queen e7. So black is just ignoring my idea. By the way, I probably have to speed up. I have 25 minutes, which is a little bit more than half of the time I had in the beginning, and it still seems like an opening. Can I play d5 because f5 pawn is hanging? Doesn't seem correct. Although maybe it takes a knight d4. The d5 pawn is pinned, and I'm attacking the f5 pawn twice. Although maybe it takes. Now let's try it. Let's have some fun. Okay, here I can just take. I mean, those rooks are coming, but you also have some back rank issues, so should work. Okay, here. Wait, knight e7 has been played, but can't I just play? I mean, either queen to c2 or just knight to c4 straight away. Maybe queen to c2 first. Takes. Okay, takes and g5. Wow. Wanna place my bishop on d5 and attack. Yeah, that is exactly what I was talking about. This queen to c6. If I take rook a6, you can just protect. Rook c8. I'm gonna just step back for now. I don't want to exchange. Maybe even queen to b1, because my idea was to go to f5 somehow. Let me play queen b1. Yeah, e4. Unless I'm blundering something, it seems like a very good move. Let me try it. Knight d7. Yeah, knight d7 I was a little bit afraid of, because now my c5 pawn is hanging and the e5 pawn is well protected. I can still play knight c4, because if you take there, I take here. Yeah, whatever. Let's wait. You can exchange there and then take. Knight takes e5, bishop takes e5. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Okay, then I need something else. Let's play h3. Takes. I wanted to take with a knight. Yeah, that's the moment not to blunder the checkmate. And yeah, this game I haven't seen for a while. Okay, you have thought for a long time. Okay, so I'm gonna play. Should I take? Knight takes, I have bishop takes g6, and at least I'm gonna get 3 pawns there, and the attack still goes on. If you take with a pawn, then it's probably good for me. Yeah, let me try to take. Although I'm not sure that I'm gonna have enough compensation there, that the attack will be so strong. Maybe let me play rook g1 and continue my plan. Okay, here, guess I should just develop. Yeah, probably knight takes. King h8. Okay, but I can play queen to f5. Here it's certainly time to take. Rook a to d8. Okay, so I can't take. How do I create any threats? I guess for now I just continue the development. Okay, e5, but I thought, I can't take this pawn. That's a problem, because knight takes d5. Wait, but I have queen to e4 there. And the bishop on b7? No, I don't. Knight c5. No. But what if I start with move a6? Yeah, yeah, I'm still not winning anything. Then maybe d5 was a mistake because otherwise you get a very good position. Somehow I thought that I can win the f5 pawn, but I can't. I mean, I can play queen takes f5, knight d5, and just go back. But then you're gonna have a beautiful bishop, and I'm gonna have just horrible pawns. But I still have horrible pawns no matter what. Maybe I should play knight d2 and e4. I don't know. I don't like this position, but I have to continue. Queen h5, knight h4, knight f5. Let's try. b6. Okay, can I take it? Takes, bishop h7, king h8, bishop e4, bishop b7. Yeah, that's definitely not enough. Knight a6, queen a8, also not much. Okay, then I'm gonna just take and play bishop e2 probably. Okay, f6, just cementing this pawn here. Can I play rook d6? I hope so, because if knight takes e5, I can just exchange and then take back. So, and otherwise I want to double my rooks. Hopefully I can do that. Yeah, knight c5 is just a monster. I mean, I don't like this position. This position is horrible for white. The only good thing is bishop on b7. It's also pretty stupid. So e4 takes, 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 takes. And I'm fine. Yeah, let me do it. Okay, knight a5 happened here. Attacking my pawn. If I play g4 and ignore all of that, you take with a pawn probably. And I'm just one tempo, not enough. Then I should just take. Then it's time to take. King h7. Okay, how do I continue my attack? Knight h4, knight f5, but then just rook g6. Wait, but the pawn is hanging here, so I can just take it. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. Okay, rook f8 to defend, and just bishop b3 and rook d7. Where should the queen go? f8 seems like a reasonable square. I mean, hopefully I don't miss a checkmate somehow, somewhere. Maybe I should just go back, queen h5. Because queen f8 seems a little bit offside. Queen e6, threatening there. I don't have rook a8. Yeah, then I have to go back. Knight takes, and I wanted just to continue my development. I don't have much, but I have two bishops. Wow. Can I take here? When I have three pawns and at least a draw. Of course, I want to win, but it's not that simple. Knight b5, on the other hand, yeah, that gives me nothing. So that's not an option. Takes, knight g5, 5, bishop f7. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a checkmate. Then let me just castle. Knight takes. Okay, so now I have this move, bishop takes g6, once again. Takes, queen takes, king h8. No, wait, that should be very, very, very difficult for black, because bishop is coming to e5. I mean, I can't just play bishop e5 right now, but bishop g6 is so tempting, because in case of knight f4, I have bishop h7 check, f5 would be there. No, that should work. Okay, takes. I'm gonna take everything here. Yeah, let me just continue the development. Let me quickly take a look at the comments. Do you speak Deutsch? Ja, ich spreche Deutsch auch. Hoffentlich auch gut genug, dass die Leute es verstehen. Hello, is this live? Yes, it's live. Never played, you're missing out. Yeah, I have never done any streams on Twitch yet. Maybe I'm gonna do it in the future. Can you recommend a good opponent for white? No, I don't recommend the London system at all. Don't play the London system. It's so boring. I mean, it's like you're playing the same stuff every time again, and it doesn't have any interesting ideas there. It's like you're playing for a draw from a very beginning. At least that's my impression. And I mean, if you want something something universal, you can try the Collie system. Somewhat similar, but far richer in terms of positions that you get. Yeah, so that is something I recommend. It's called Collie system. When you play d4, knight f3, e3, bishop d3, and then b3, bishop b2, the knight e5, and give a checkmate. How do I win this position? I have 2 extra pawns, but somehow it's not simple. Everything is covered, and I'm somehow my king is pretty vulnerable. I don't like my queen on h5. Thinking about rook a5, but I'm blundering the rook there. Queen c1, queen c7. Maybe I can play g3, but that's also weakening the squares. Wow, that's a tough position. Maybe I should play knight h2 and knight g4. Also feels very, very weird, to be honest. But maybe it's gonna work. I generally don't want to go back. Maybe knight h4, knight f5. But if he... No, wait, there is bishop h3. No, I can do that. Let me try this knight h2 stuff. Okay, here I just take. Caracan defense for black. Can I play with you? Well, you can play with me, but unfortunately for today, you're already too late. Wait, my rook is hanging. But yeah, next time, if you are enjoying today's stream, maybe we can do more of that. And the next time, you can definitely play 2. Rook d3 maybe. Yeah, I guess I have to speed up. Otherwise, I'm going to lose all of the games. So the problem with knight takes d5 is knight takes back. Wait, queen takes back. Bishop takes g5, queen takes f5. That actually seems to work. And bishop b4, I have knight d2. Okay, let me try to take. Yeah, knight g4, that was my hope. Yeah, now I can just take or exchange and take. Let me exchange. And let me try to speed up a little bit. Here I'm afraid to get checkmated. I'm really afraid of the checkmate, so let me play knight f3 with the tempo. Okay, here I can double. Finally, and probably I should make the moves a little bit faster. Rook a7. Okay, here I was hoping to give a checkmate. Wow, feels like there should be some combinations there, but I don't see it. Knight f6, rook f6. Yeah, it doesn't work. Seems like there should be a final blow, but not that simple to find it. e4 takes d5, queen goes somewhere, then maybe queen f5. Yeah, that is actually pretty good. Let me try it. Although I'm sacrificing a pawn, but hopefully it's gonna work. Okay, do we have anything in comments? New trap in Scandinavian, but too difficult for me right now. Black Sicilian defense. Yes, Sicilian defense is a very cool opening. If you want to learn chess, to become better at chess, definitely try the Sicilian defense. It's difficult to play, but once you master it, you're gonna be unstoppable. Bishop a5, bishop a5 check, knight f6. I want to just exchange the knight first and then play. Bishop e5. I don't see any refutation, to be honest. Let me try it. Okay, here we exchange. Yeah, I want to maneuver my knight to c4 somehow. Maybe bishop c1 for now. I feel like at some point my c5 pawn might be a problem. Okay, let me... I need to exchange the rooks. Rook e7. Now I can take maybe bishop f5. Bishop f5 is there. That's very tricky. It's very, very tricky. Can I play f4? Bishop f5, queen e2. Let me try. Okay, here we play d5. Here I wanted to take... Yeah, I don't really have any choice. Rook takes f4. Ah, okay, so that is something I missed. So I have queen takes h6. I have knight takes f4. And I also have something weird like knight g5. Queen d7, knight f... No, that's too weird. I mean, my king is also pretty exposed, but hopefully my initiative would be enough. if I just take here. Yeah, now I'm just exchanging. Okay, queen went back. That's good. That means I'm not getting checkmated for the time being. Queen e8 back. Yeah, and now my idea... Wait, here I can play knight takes f6, rook takes, and queen takes e8. Let's just win on the spot if I'm not missing anything. Yeah, the bishop is pinned. Queen takes seems to win the file, although he's gonna attack the c5 pawn multiple times. But I'm gonna have queen to d7 there in the end of the day. Let me do it. Bishop e6. Bishop e6 is clever, but I hope I can just take on e7. Bishop takes, and I'm just winning a pawn. Okay, now just queen takes. Bishop takes. Okay, when will you be streaming again? I don't know. If you really enjoy the streams, then I'm gonna try to create more stuff like that, and maybe we could, yeah, we could try different formats. Feel free to write in the chat your suggestions, what we can do during the streams. I was thinking about creating an arena tournament where everybody would be playing against each other and against me, of course. But somehow I feel that we need a little bit more participants for that to make it interesting for you. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know what we can do during the streams. I mean, I can play some Title Tuesday, but I'm not sure that it's gonna work well. Just a little bit. I have a difficulty with the battery. It's running out. Yeah, just small technical difficulties here. Hopefully, we are gonna get the battery back. For now, you don't see anything. Rook to c8 here. Yeah, the queen is under attack. Let me play queen to e2. Queen to e2 also feels a little bit scary somehow. Maybe, yeah, queen a4 is also bad. The knight is coming. I don't like this position. I mean, I have two bishops, but other than that, doesn't feel to be great. Okay, then I have to play queen e2. Bishop takes f3. Well, but I can just take it back and... yeah, the camera is getting back. So g takes f. Feels like a checkmate, to be honest. Here I have to take back. Yeah, here my hope was to get the piece back. Queen takes g6 and queen takes e6. I should get the bishop back, and then I'm basically winning a lot of pawns. Yeah, the king is active. I have to activate my king. Always activate your king in the endgames. That's very, very important. Bishop h3. Yeah, I'm weakening my king horribly, but I was hoping to play rook e1 and somehow get... Oh, we have been disconnected. Reconnection successful. Okay, tell me please in the chat whether you hear me and see me. Hopefully it's working. Yeah, so back to the question. Yeah, webcam is not working. It's because the battery ran out, and hopefully now it's working again. Tell me please if you see me, if the stream is working. Yes, clear. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. So back to the question. I don't have any specific dates for the streams. I just created this one to celebrate our achievements. And by the way, thank you very much for support. I mean, this last few months are incredible. But if it goes well, wait a second, I forgot that my bishop on h4 is hanging, but the knight on c6 is also hanging. That's something that saves me here. Knight c5, I was going to play bishop b1 and then maybe queen to c2, threatening some checkmate. There is bishop a6 although, and then queen c2, there is bishop to d3. not that great. But I mean, my bishop is hanging. I don't want to exchange it. So let me play bishop b1. Wow, I can't believe I made a good position against an AM. What is your nickname on Lee Chess? Because I have a few positions here. Oh, unfortunately, somebody says I resigned because something urgent pumped up. Yeah, hopefully everything is great there. But yeah, that's unfortunate that we haven't played till the end. Cookie 7-1. Yeah, let's see what's the position you have. Well, this position against brown chess, I don't like at all. I mean, I hope I'm still fine, but I also weakened my king. I was hoping for f takes e, but now my king is in trouble. That's definitely not the direction I wanted it to go. Maybe I can take on b6 now, because once I exchange a pair of rooks, that should be simpler. Okay, now I can take. And now I wanted to play knight. Wait a second, I have queen e5, checkmate. That is simpler. Okay, queen to d3, bishop to d3. So maybe I can play queen to d2, rook d8, queen to d4. Yeah, that is fine. What does it mean? What do you mean? What does it mean? Why do you play on lead chess? Well, lead chess. What does IM mean? Yeah, IM means International Master. That's a title in chess, second best title after the Grandmaster. I play lead chess because it's free, it's open source project, and well, you always want to support open source. And also it has just a tremendous functional opportunities like this simulation opportunities. Because, well, I'm not sure if chess.com has something like that. Knight to b3. Well, that's a cool moment. That's a fork. So basically I win an exchange, but I believe it's losing the knight because I play queen to c2. Well, first of all, I can just take on d5. And then after takes, I'm going to just have 2 pieces for rooks. That's great. But queen to c2 seems like it's creating a threat of giving a checkmate and winning the knight. I don't see any problem with that. Let me go for it. Yeah, this endgame should be relatively simple. Pawn takes. Yeah, I guess it's right that black doesn't want to exchange because my king is still in trouble. Can I still take on e5? I mean, that's incredibly risky. Yeah, maybe it's just a checkmate. Like, even if you take back, I can never take because of checkmate. Otherwise, yeah, that's bad. Maybe I can play rook a2 and somehow make sure that this rank is safe here. But you're coming with the second rook. Although maybe it's not a problem. Maybe I'm gonna just take there. Yeah, let me try it. Okay, here I should just promote some pawns. Will you end stream after all these games are over? Yeah, I don't know. If you have any more suggestions, if we are not tired yet, we can discuss something a little bit more. Maybe those who didn't have a chance to play could send me a challenge for, I don't know, some 3 minutes games, and we could play a few more games. Or, yeah, we can also call it a day. Do I have a4 and d5? It seems to be very tempting. Do I have anything extra here? Yeah, I have an extra pawn, okay. Or don't. Yeah, I do. E4, d5. Let's do it. That seems so tempting positionally. Okay, here we have everything equal in terms of pieces, but I do have a few extra pawns. So let me take it on d5 and offer a queen's exchange. Is that better than GM? No, Grandmaster is the best title in chess. Here I'm just taking the knight for free. And International Master is the second best. So Grandmaster is like 2500 ELO and okay, black resigned here. And International Master is 2400. So it seems like the difference is not that huge, just 100 points, but it is a huge difference, believe me. When you are trying to achieve that level, it could, yeah, make a difference of multiple years and tens of tournaments and thousands of dollars spent or invested in order to achieve that. It's really a huge difference. But of course, you can always achieve that. Okay, here if I just somehow should place my queen on this diagonal. The simplest way is to play bishop a1 and queen b2 to avoid like queen d3, rook d8, some attacks there. But also the queen is more active on d4. I also have something weird like bishop g6 takes and a4. No, I don't. Queen takes. Okay, maybe knight a5 is also an option. Threatening knight takes and e4. But once again, I don't want to run out into issues there. So let me just play queen d3. I'm that circuit too low. I thought I could maintain till 30 plus moves if I went with the setup, but consider I'm just 1000 ill, I'm not surprised I missed that. Yeah, I don't unfortunately remember which game you mean, what you have missed, but probably you have missed something important. Okay, now I'm playing d5. Okay, we have an endgame here. Yeah, and here is the most difficult position for me because I feel like I'm in big trouble. I'm also losing the c3 pawn, but it's not like the biggest problem. The biggest problem is my king. Don't weaken your king, that's very dangerous. But, well, let's hope that I can deal with it. f5. I mean, that's the craziest thing I have seen today. Your king is so vulnerable there. Maybe you want to play queen d4, knight f6. But another problem is this diagonal is also very weak. I mean, bishop a2, rook d1. It's so difficult to save this knight. c6. I have knight c7, knight e6, knight g5. Don't see any problem with that. I think I blundered. I would send you one, but it will probably say that the rating gap is too high. Well, you can try meanwhile, because I'm not sure if my account on Lichess has some settings in terms of the highest possible rating to send me a challenge. I really don't remember. You can try to send a friendly game, not a rated one. Maybe that would work. So bishop e3, bishop d4 seems like a plan to me. Because now black is weakening the king too, and that is kind of a chance for me. Maybe I'm gonna have some counter chances. I mean, I understand that the idea is to get to f2, but first of all, my rook is there. And secondly, my bishop... I mean, I can't play bishop d2 because of queen f2 check. That would be a huge mistake, but bishop e3 seems like a normal move. Rook d8, yeah, right. Rook d1. I mean, it doesn't create any immediate threat. Maybe queen d4 for now, because the knight is now pinned and I'm threatening some checkmating ideas. Knight f6, okay. I guess rook e1. What website are you on so I can challenge you? I'm on Lichess. Just type Lichess on Google if you don't have a Lichess account yet. Very good chess website. And then you can see my nickname, which is Great Chess Coach. You can just find me and send me a challenge. Please send either 3 minutes plus 0 seconds or 3 minutes plus 2 seconds to make it not that long. And maybe after this... Oh no! Oh no! I blundered the checkmate in 2 moves. Wow. That's incredible. I haven't really thought about that because I played this rook a2 move and it seemed clever for me that I'm covering the second rank, and I never thought that the first rank is a problem. I mean, that's incredible. Yeah, congratulations, Brown Chess. You have deserved it. I mean, the whole game, I didn't like it from the very beginning. It was very promising for black, and yeah, that is the way it should have been. Then g5 is just a great move. Yeah, I somehow thought it's weakening black skin, but it's just winning the game on the spot. Yeah, well done. What is your rating? Tell us on YouTube what is your rating. I'm really curious to know because you played this game amazingly well. I should take it to let you give a checkmate, but yeah, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed by this game. NH8 check seems to be a good one here. Did I just win? Yeah, so here you are, Bruno. Yeah, you win. You checkmated me in a very, very great fashion. So congratulations. Yeah, my pawn on e4 is not that stable. I want to play knight e2 and f3 to stabilize everything. Seems to work. Another question, would you say 2 rooks for a queen is worse in a closed or open position? Well, normally 2 rooks are like 10 pawns, they say, and the queen is 9 pawns. So from this perspective, 2 rooks are definitely stronger, but of course there are always some exceptions. And the position really matters. I see here knight e5 fork. That seems to be great. Although king e6, do I have a check? I mean, I can just take the queen, rook takes, and bishop takes. That is good enough. But I was looking for some checkmate. Maybe there is no checkmate. I mean, I have queen takes f6. The knight is pinned, so the king has to go back. Queen takes g6. King f8. Yeah, don't see a checkmate. Queen h7. Because king e6 is dangerous. There is knight to d4. No, I guess I should just go for an endgame. Knight takes g5. Guess I should just exchange everything and go into the rook's endgame. Okay, here my opponent have just 13 seconds, unfortunately. Hopefully you're gonna start making your moves fast. You have 10 seconds increment. So try to be fast there. Okay, you blundered, mate. Yeah, he can sack the queen. I blundered it completely. You beat an international master. Yeah, so Bruno, I'm still waiting to know your rating. What is your level? Do you have any title? Do you have a rating, an ELO rating? I'm really very curious to say. It said it was too high rating gap. I'm 1250 rapid, but 900 blitz. I don't really play it. Yes, well, I have to get better. Well, it's always great to get better, but it's normal to have like slightly different rating in terms of blitz and rapid. It's always fine. King to e7. Do I have knight takes g6 here? Because if king back, I at least have knight e5 back, and otherwise I have a checkmate probably. King e6, queen f6, checkmate. Yeah, that's a checkmate. Okay, here we have a rook's endgame. Knight h5. Yeah, I don't like the knight going to f4, so I'm gonna... Maybe there is f5 idea, but I can take. It's bishop c4 in the end. Let me play g3. So happy now. Yeah, you have deserved it, definitely. Can I play b4? No, probably not. What was the time control for challenge again? Yeah, you can choose 3 plus 2 or just 3 plus 0. Whatever you choose, it's fine by me. But 3 minutes, let's say 3 minutes, that's fine. Rook c3, and I want just to double or rook c2, whatever. Maybe rook c3. Yeah, that's it, checkmate. Okay, h6. How do I proceed here? My pawns ideally should move forward, but it's not that simple to achieve. Bring the king for now. Not sure if that helps. Maybe knight c4, d6, but b5 is coming. Maybe I should start with a4. a4 and b3. Bruno is 1965 blitz. Well, it's online rating. It could be not a clear indication of a real chess level. Maybe he is much better in classical chess. About the rating game, even for unrated casual, I guess there must be a setting on your site. Not sure what you're talking about. Bishop to d7. Yeah, I was going to just play b3, stabilize everything. Okay, so how many extra pawns I have? 1, 2 extra pawns. That should be enough. If I take, I can either take or play b4. I like the move b4 because the pawn is pinned. Knight f6. Yeah, now it's more difficult for me to play e5. Maybe I can play just d6, e5. What's wrong with that? Everything comes with a tempo. Let's try. Takes. When did you start playing chess? I started playing chess when I was 6 years old. Now I'm 24, almost 25 by the way. And so I'm playing like, oops, what was that? So yeah, almost 19 years. That sounds incredible. And I have achieved the international master title when I was 20. So 14 years of playing and training took me to get there. E5 was my idea. When is your birthday? My birthday is 1st of May, so in 2 weeks. That's gonna be my 25th birthday. 98. I guess I can play. I mean, bishop f5 seems to win the exchange, but f4, f5 seems to be so tempting. I guess I can just. I can't refute that. Refute the idea of playing that. I mean, yeah, f4, I like it. Here I can just take and exchange everything. I mean, I can't challenge you. Lichess rejects it. Yeah, let me change that. Let me change that. But I can do it right now probably. I don't remember how to do it. Let me think. Yeah, okay, now it's actually not that simple because the knight is defending, but I can play knight e4, knight f6. I mean, there are so many ideas. Okay, very important. Don't blunder checkmate in one. I have already missed one today. So let me make sure I don't blunder this one. Have you played with famous chess players or any grandmaster? Yeah, of course, I have played against a great number of different grandmasters, and I have published a video today where I'm playing against Hikaru Nakamura, and that was a very fascinating game, so definitely take a look, hopefully after the stream. But yeah, that video should be very interesting to take a look at. Okay, so knight f6 check and f5. Why is that not winning? I don't know. I guess it's winning. Maybe rook takes f6, but then the knight is hanging knight e8. And I can play g5. Yeah, I guess that's winning. Okay, check, king g2. Yeah, apart from Hikaru Nakamura, I played with Daniel Naroditsky. There is also a video about that on the channel. I have played against Alexander Botes. Maybe not a grandmaster, but a very famous chess player. Yeah, and against a lot of strong grandmasters for sure, but I don't remember all of the names now. But it's difficult, you know. They play very, very strong. Sometimes you are lucky to somehow win the game. And yeah, I managed to beat a lot of, well, maybe not a lot of, but some grandmasters in my career. But every time it's very, very difficult. May 1st, nice day to be born. It's Russian Slavic holiday. Well, not just Slavic, also in Germany, where I study now, it's also a national holiday. So it's gonna be a free day on May 1st. But yeah, it's nice that I always have a free day. No work, no study. I can just celebrate. Knight to e8. Can I just take on g6? I mean, from a static point of view, I want to play g5 and somehow protect this pawn because it's so strong there, but I'm gonna lose the d6 anyway. Probably I should just take on g6 instead. Okay, how do I win that? I guess e4. Do we have any more questions? I guess I have missed some of the questions before. Yeah, we still have to deal with this challenge thing. I'm not sure how to do it, to be honest. G5. I like the move G5, why not? I'm curious to know what does differentiate titled players from, let's say, strong amateur players. And what are you studying? I'm studying international information systems. That's not a secret. It's like business and programming together, or something in between. Very fascinating stuff. Can I take on f7 or maybe play rook f1? Um, or maybe, yeah, rook f1 seems good. Okay, and those pawns, normally when you have two connected passers, they are going on your own. You don't even need your king to promote. Which languages do you speak? Sorry, I haven't answered about the difference. I guess the main difference is the stability. Like, pretty much everybody can play one great game. And on a good day, I can play a game like a very strong grandmaster. But the problem is that I can do it, let's say, once a month or once a year or whatever it is. And a very strong grandmaster can do it pretty much every time. So that's the difference. The rating is, the higher the level of a person is, the more stable it is, and the less mistakes he makes, the less blunders he makes, and can provide this very, very high level. Because, yeah, I really had some games where I analyzed and I literally made pretty much no mistakes, but on a bad day, I'm just blundering checkmate in two, as you have seen today, or yeah, something like that. So it happens also pretty much often. And the difference is that a very strong grandmaster can do those strong games, those high quality games, much more often than I do. And for example, Magnus Carlsen is doing that even more often than a normal, let's say, normal, pretty strong grandmaster. So that's the main difference, I would say. Also, of course, some understanding, because some things lower rated players just don't understand at all. Well, I said that those pawns are going on its own, but somehow it's not. When the king and the rook are stopping them, then it's not possible to do that. So I have to connect another pawn here. Which languages do you speak beside English? I speak English, German, Russian, Ukrainian, a little bit of Spanish, and a little bit of Italian. That's all, I guess. F5 seems to work here. If you don't become a GM, you will do full-time job as a programmer. No, hopefully I'm not going to be a full-time programmer, because I find it too too boring. I mean, you are saying there the whole day and you're just coding and coding and coding again, and you don't talk to people. I don't know. Some people are saying that's interesting, but yeah, not for me. I need something more entertaining somehow. But I don't also want to be a full-time chess player, like professional chess player playing tournaments and making a full-time living out of that, because I believe it's going to be too stressful for me. Also, it's not a lifestyle that I would like to have, because yeah, when I was a student, well, I mean, I am still a student, but a few years back, I was just having a chess tournament every month. I was just going to a new country, new city, because I was chasing those international master norms. And that was a normal kind of lifestyle for me back at the time. But I don't want that be my lifestyle for my whole life, because yeah, that's going to be very difficult when you have family, when you have like normal settled life. And also it's very stressful when you are really dependent on those places, on those prize money. It's so stressful for you to play this chess game, because you can never be sure that you are going to win, of course. So I want to play some chess tournaments from time to time. I want to enjoy the game, but I don't want to make it my only full-time living. Okay. A lot of languages. That is very useful. Yeah, it is useful. It is useful when you travel a lot, when you are doing some chess streams on YouTube and stuff. What will you do? Well, I'm not sure yet. I have a lot of different ideas. Okay, we are done yet. Simul is complete. So we had 11 games. I have won 10 of them and lost one of them with this checkmate. So Bruno, once again, congratulations. You are absolutely the winner of today's Simul. And now let me deal with this. If you want to continue for a little bit, let me deal with this settings on Lichess, so you can send me a challenge. Let's see if I can do it fast. I have no idea how to do it, to be honest. Maybe if you know how to do that, how to change the settings, you can tell me. Or maybe it's just automatic and I can't do anything about it. Maybe I just can't do anything about it. Because in my settings, I don't see anything about that. Rating, the clock, profile. Yeah, thank you all for the game. It was really enjoyable. I hope it was somehow helpful for you too. You can take a look afterwards at your own game and my comments, and maybe it should help you to improve your level. No, I don't see how I can change that on Lead Chess. The setting that allows you to send me a challenge if the difference in rating is more than 2500, or sorry, 500. It's in privacy. Where do I have privacy? I have no idea. I don't see it. Privacy. I don't even see such a thing in my settings. Okay, let's make it differently. You can just tell me your nickname on Lichess, and I can try to send you a challenge. Who's gonna be first? I'm gonna just pick it. Preferences. Ah, okay, preferences. Yeah, somehow. Ah, no. Privacy. Okay. Let other players challenge you. Always. Okay, yeah. Now I have changed it. So please go on and send me a challenge, and let's play. Uh, yeah, my sorry, my camera wasn't working again. So please, now you should be able to send me a challenge. 3 plus 0, 3 plus 2, everything will be fine. So yeah, let's play. Okay, I have some challenges here. Let's go. I'm playing against Ben Coder. Hopefully the stream is working. Yeah, seems like it's working. I mean, the big one is not working when there is a full camera. Sorry for that. Somehow still needs to get to all of the settings. C5. C5. I play C4. Everybody is sending this 3 plus 2. Can I? No, I can't do that. I can't do it simultaneously. Takes on D5. My nickname is Great Chess Coach. You can find me on Chess. So let's play a few games and then should be fine for today. But once again, if you enjoy it, let me know in the comments and I might try to do it again next time. At d5, I guess I can play e4, although it seems to be somehow risky. But, well, I'm always trying to be as active as possible, so let me do it today too. Meanwhile, feel free to ask some questions in the comments, because now I have more time. I have just one game to play. Knight went to c7. I guess I can play d5. I mean, taken I don't like. d5 should be the move. e6, I have knight c3. Bishop to g4. Okay, but it doesn't create any threat, so I can just continue my development. Let me open the chat. I enjoy watching. Nice way to interact with the community. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Yeah, well, it's a new format. It's the first live stream in my life, and I pretty much enjoy it. Thank you very much for your support. I mean, I understand that I have made a lot of horrible mistakes, like with the camera, but yeah, hopefully you understand that because you always makes mistake. You always make mistakes when you are starting something new, but hopefully it's gonna be better with the time. You can become like Gotham Chess. In in what in what way I can become like Gotham Chess in terms of his behavior, in terms of yelling he sacrificed the rook or something like that, or what do you mean? Why is that? Knight to d7. Yeah, you actually have a very good square on e5. Maybe I have d6 though, because my queen would be very, very active there. Who was the winner of the giveaway? There was first giveaway like a month ago. There was a winner. But if you mean the current giveaways, then I'm gonna announce the results tomorrow, and I'm gonna make the giveaway tomorrow. So if somebody haven't participated in the giveaway yet, feel free to do it. You can find the link to it. It's very simple to participate. You can find the link to it on the post, the recent post I have published a few days ago. The rules are very simple. It takes like 20 seconds of your time, and you can win a completely free chess lesson with me one-on-one. And hopefully I can help you improve your chess during our lesson. Bishop takes f3. I am generally very happy to get two bishops, but maybe you have some point like bishop e5 and you're very active. In h4, I still have g3, so hopefully it's not that dangerous. I don't know, queen d3 or queen d1, queen d3. I don't like the fact that bishop will go somewhere and then knight e5 might be an issue, but hopefully it's fine. You can have your own catchphrase, calmer than Gotham chess. Yeah, I would like to have my phrase, but it's not that simple to figure out it. Maybe with the time I'm gonna come up with something. Oh no, bishop h6 is a blunder. Yeah, somehow I'm blundering a lot of stuff. I'm blundering a lot of stuff. Okay, it's okay. So queen h4 was winning immediately because it's attacking the bishop and the checkmate, and basically the game is over. But rook a8, I guess you were just focused on my threat. You were saying that your rook is hanging, and you were like, okay, I have to do something about that. I have to deal with it. I have to make sure that the rook is safe. But remember always to start with the most active opportunities first. Checks, captures, and threats. And only if you don't have anything like that, only then you just go on with something passive like dealing with the threat. Mine is disappointed tone. Sacrificed the king. Yeah, that's great. Can you have okay, YouTube chess creator? What do you mean by YouTube chess creator? Ah, you mean I can become like Gotham Chess? Yeah, well, that would be perfect because that is of course great, but there is only one Gotham Chess, and there are a lot of, well, I have only 20 seconds suddenly. There is only one Gotham Chess, and there are thousands of other guys who haven't achieved such a level. So of course, it's not simple at all. But I might try. I guess I have to bring my bishop at some point. But okay, let's say that it's not dangerous for now. I have 17 seconds. Ah, okay, because we have just 2 seconds increment instead of 10. That is why I don't have a lot of time. Bishop back. Chess lesson pricing. What do you mean by chess lesson pricing? Focus on the time. Yeah, hopefully I'm not gonna blunder the clock. I mean, I like my position. I have 2 bishops. Well, now I have 2 bishops against 2 knights. But I do agree that black also has some ideas. It's not that simple for me to use those bishops, and I really have very little time. Let's play f4, because now I want to play h3 and then e5, and then, or just e5, and then my bishop would be very dangerous. We believe in you. You can become, in my opinion, far bigger than Gotham Chess. Well, I don't know. I guess it has something to do with the fact that he is American. He, like, English is native language for him and not for me. And for some reason, for some people, it's a reason not to follow people who are not native language speakers. Maybe I'm wrong, but just my impression somehow. Okay, I have to speed up a little bit because I have just 2 seconds, and I also have some difficulties here. Seems like I'm gonna get checkmated. That's good. That's good, because now it's gonna be simpler for me. Okay. Yeah, but well, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try to create even better chess content to be even more useful to people, and hopefully people are gonna appreciate it. That's the way it normally works. But sometimes I feel like YouTube is just a random thing, and you never know when it's gonna suggest you to other people, or it's just not gonna suggest you at all. Okay, so I have managed to win this game somehow, although I was completely winning at some point. Let me accept another challenge and play a new game. Sadly, it's true, but your English can always get better. Yeah, I hope that my English gets better with the time. But I'm never gonna be a native speaker. That's for sure. Bishop d3. I guess I'm supposed to play g6 here. Why don't you make World Championship recaps? Yeah, I probably should do that, but I just don't have enough time for that. Like, you need to be incredibly fast once the game is over. You need to make a recap 20 minutes later, like everybody else is doing, because otherwise the game is too old and everybody has already watched someone's recap, and I somehow don't find enough time for that. And also, I really enjoy the games myself, watching it, and yeah, somehow it's difficult. I was super nervous to play against such a player. Never done this. Well, you played very good. I mean, you could have just easily win the game. What is your rating, by the way? It's very interesting for me to know, because you played the game tremendously well. I mean, I understand that I was talking more than playing, but still. How old are you? I'm 24, but I'm turning 25 in 2 weeks, like we have already discussed. The 1st of May would be the day. Nice game. Thank you very much. How do I challenge you to a certain time game? Well, you go to Lichess, you find me, and then there should be a challenge button. That should be relatively simple, and then you can choose a time control there. I play on Lichess, so that's the right rating. 1230, really? I mean, you play this game much higher than that. I'm very impressed, to be honest, with your play, if you are 1200 rated player. Because, like, till the end game, you had a very good position, and even there, you started to create a great number of threats and so on. Can we play a game? Yeah, I'm gonna play, let's say, till 6 o'clock, so 20 minutes more, so you can still challenge me for a game on lead chess, and maybe we have enough time to play it. Yeah, you're welcome. So you have a very good potential to improve your chess. How old are you? I'm curious as well. I'm talking to Ben Coder. Into e2. Okay, very, very solid approach here. Can I play a5, d5? 5 is coming. Maybe knight d4, takes. Knight will go somewhere. Bishop is 6. Yeah, that feels normal. Or maybe knight f4. Knight f4 is also great, even better. Have you ever considered doing videos in German or another language? Well, but I mean, Do you mean like creating another chess channel and doing it in German, let's say, or mixing, creating videos in German on my existing channel? That would be weird because all of the people are used to English, and creating another channel would be too overwhelming for me. I mean, already now it's difficult enough. I have a great number of stuff to do, like creating videos, creating shorts, creating posts, creating live streams, and so on. By the way, I also have an Instagram channel, so feel free to subscribe to it. Journey to Grandmaster. I'm publishing some tips, some reels there, and yeah, also a good way, a simple way to communicate with me if you want. So feel free to subscribe to it. The link should be also on YouTube about page. Sorry, but knight g5 seems like a blunder. I can just take it. Um, yeah, so I have considered doing videos in German, but I don't see it feasible for me, at least at the time. What do you do for a living? That's a nice question. Well, I'm still a student. I'm studying in the university, so I'm not really working full time or anything like that. I have a scholarship, so that helps me to survive. I have challenged you, but it didn't come with any time controls. That's weird. Ah, yeah, I guess I see you. Are you Charlie 12? And so on. I guess you should be able to I don't know, find some time controls because everybody else are somehow doing it. Okay, so knight h3 seems like a winning move here because it's a check and the queen is under attack. In California, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, for me, it's almost 6 p.m. here. Okay, white resigns. Let me accept another challenge. And let's play a game. Yeah, of course, there is a huge time difference between Europe and United States. I guess it's normal because it's morning for you there. You have to specify time per player and increment. Okay, that's advice for the person. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for help. Will you do another simul sometime soon? Well, I'm not sure about soon, but I will definitely do it if you enjoy it. I have done it earlier, but not as a stream, just as a video, and that was pretty fun. But for some reason, not a lot of people have found it interesting on YouTube. So we will see. Good game, blundered my knight and then my queen. Yeah, that happens. It's blitz. I recently have published shorts on YouTube where haven't missed. I have missed a checkmate in one. Like I could have checkmated my opponent in one, and I haven't done it. And then I have still won a game. But like everybody in the comments have come to say that I have missed it. Like I don't know, hundreds of people, and that was really funny. Pawn takes d4. What do I do with that? I don't want to take it back with a knight because knight takes c3. And then I'm gonna have an isolated pawn. Queen takes d4 I also don't like because knight c6 with the tempo. So I have to take with a pawn, I guess. That's my only chance. Okay, pawn takes e6. Queen takes d1, king takes d1. Hopefully I'm gonna win a pawn. Although I can just take on c3 and then it's gonna be an isolated pawn, but c3 is also isolated. But I'm not winning a pawn actually. Maybe I'm in fact losing a pawn. All of a sudden. Yeah, I have to take, not to lose. When did you start playing chess? I have already answered. I have started when I was 6 years old. And I'm playing for 19 years from now. Yeah, somehow I got a very bad position here. I don't like it. Maybe I have bishop b5 check though. Trying to get some initiative. Oh no. No, 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 no. We're gonna have long castles there. That's a very bad strategy. I have just to take now. I mean, my initial idea was like knight d4 and knight d5, but there is just castles. I think I have done it right now. Yeah, I have more challenges now, like 5 of them more, and I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to play against everybody. because somehow it takes time. Okay, so now I might be able to play knight d4, although it doesn't bring me much, to be honest. I don't like my position. I don't like my position because everything is equal, but I just have this isolated pawn. Castles. Yeah, and here is the last chance for me to take, but then you're gonna have two bishops. That is also not that great. How do I deal with that? Maybe I don't. Maybe I just play king e2. Except you right. Okay. Well, you are kind of second to last, and I promise to make it first comes first. First comes first serve. So, well, somebody have challenged me 3+4. That's too much. Sorry, I can't accept that. Everybody else is doing like 3+0, 3+2. Oh no, I took I took the knight. I didn't want to take the knight. I didn't want to take the knight because now I have a very unfortunate position to find myself in. I don't know, you guys are playing so strong. I mean, you have 1300, like almost 1400 rating, but you're playing like definitely above 2000, getting a very good position out of the opening. Maybe I should be more focused on the game instead of talking, but still, you're playing incredibly strong. The next one is in my list, and do so. I'm not sure though that there is a right order if it's making it. If it's making it, yeah, I guess it's making it in the right order. Then this guy is the next one. Bishop f6. I guess I can play bishop d4 because exchanging a pair of bishops shouldn't be bad for me. Yeah, if somebody doesn't get a chance to play this time, no worries. We are definitely gonna meet again and play the game next time. I just feasibly, potentially can't, fortunately can't play against everybody. Bishop c4. Yeah. Yeah, that's very bad. Seems like I'm just losing here. Let's make something funny. Let's go forward. I was next. I was 3+4. No, sorry, I have announced that 3+2 is the maximum because otherwise the game would be too long and nobody else would be able to play. So please make it 3+0. In fact, if somebody challenges me 3+0, I would say he has more chances to play because that would make it possible for me to play more games. Rook takes. I like rook takes. Yes, chant another. Yeah, I see. Bishop d5. Well, now I'm pretty fine with my position somehow. Although my a2 pawn is hanging, so I have to play c4 probably. I mean, I'm still maybe equal. Definitely not better. Okay, you have lost on time, unfortunately. That happens in Blitz too. Okay, the next guy. Hopefully you come in the next 20 seconds. Otherwise, I have to go to the next challenge. Do Zu. I can't pronounce that, sorry, but you should come right now. Otherwise, I'm coming to the next player. Are you coming? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm coming to the next challenge. Sorry. Charlie. Charlie is the next one in my list. Are you gonna play? Okay. I already thought nobody wants to play. Let me play the Sicilian defense this time. Very aggressive opening. It's not like I know a lot of theory here, but I could try. Knight c3. I'm gonna play a6. Bishop c4. That's a weird move because I want to play b5 anyway, and basically you're helping me, giving another tempo. That's a pretty weird thing to do. Now bishop on b7 is very, very strong. Yeah, knight f6 I don't like. Maybe g6 and bishop g7 should be my plan. Okay, meanwhile, feel free to ask any questions in the chat. Yeah, I rejected yours because your time control was... Okay, I can... Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna play against you next because your challenge was first. Yeah, I have a lot of problems on the dark square suddenly. Should I play d5? Yeah, I have underestimated it. Yes, I should have played... I should play d5 now to avoid the troubles. So, yeah, please, if you have any questions, like favorite opponent, I guess I have answered favorite opponent for white, or maybe, yeah, recommended opponent for white. I don't recommend to play London, at least, yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Doesn't mean that it's a bad opponent. If it works for you, it works for you. That's great, but I would recommend something like Collie system instead, or yeah, something normal like Queen's Gambit. But there you have difficulties that you need to know a lot of theory, need to learn a lot of forcing variations. I guess b4 or is a good move now. Also, who are you favoring in the title, Nep or Dean? Yeah, I also answered that before today. I kind of sympathize in both of the players. I support both of them, but in terms of the style, I rather support Nepo because he's very similar to me. We are both playing some active, aggressive chess, and we are both can win pretty much a few games in a row, can lose a few games in a row. I'm also pretty much unstable. If I start losing, I can keep losing the whole tournament. Like happened to Nepo against Magnus last time. Yeah, somehow miss the fact that my pawn is hanging on b4. But I guess I still should have a very good compensation here because my development is much better. Will you try for GM norms? Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try. I'm gonna play some tournaments this year, and yeah, let's see if I can achieve it. It's difficult. Not sure if I'm gonna achieve it, but I'm gonna try. Can I win this pawn on e5? Queen b8 is a little bit tricky because not only it attacks the pawn, but also creates some pressure on the knight. Yeah, my opponent decided that the knight is more important, but now I'm winning the pawn back. No more questions. Let's focus on the game then. Bishop e2. So, knight takes, bishop takes c3, pawn takes, there is nothing. I can play d4. I can play d4. No, I should take first on f3, bishop takes, and then d4, because the bishop is hanging. If you take on b7, I take back, and then the knight is hanging. If you go back, then I take and win the knight. Knight takes f3 seems to be winning. Ah, okay, you are playing f3. Yeah, that is clever in terms of not losing the piece, but I guess after d4, still... Ah, okay, I also have d3. But knight takes d3. Let's see. What elo did you have when you were younger? Well, depends how much younger I was, because I had pretty much every elo from 1900, that was my initial elo, up to 2400. And 2400 I got once I was 20. So the question pretty much depends. So d3, knight d3, I don't like. And queen f4, I don't like. Also, once again, knight to d3. But maybe I can go to h4. Let me try. I mean, bishop takes f3 never works. Just loses. Queen f4 seems like a good move. You should go title Tuesday streams. Yeah, maybe I do, but I'm not sure whether I'm gonna be successful. I just am worried that I'm gonna blunder everything like I'm blundering it here with you guys. In Title Tuesday, you have a much more difficult players to fight against, and then it might go very wrong. But I mean, other people are also doing that, so should be possible. Should I give a check first? No, probably not, because it's gonna bring white's rook to the g file. But yeah, maybe I should try one day. At least I'm happy that I have tried the stream today, and seems like it's working more or less. So that's already the first the first step achieved for me. Next time, hopefully it's gonna be better. Okay, so I have to bring my knight somehow to the attack. Maybe to h4. So let me play knight f5. Feels like the attack is very strong. The king is naked here. So I just need to play queen h3 and knight h4. Actually, maybe I can even ignore the fact that the bishop is under attack and still play queen h3 because I don't see any defense. Also, bishop e5 seems to be very strong, just basically giving a checkmate immediately. Don't see any problem with that. Okay, so the last game, because we are running out of time, I have promised to play against you, Vry. So let's do it. And sorry everybody else, but I guess yeah, I just can't play any more games. And yeah, I feel that already it's difficult for me to talk, because when you are talking for a few hours straight, at some point it's becoming difficult. Does Lichess TV support YouTube streams? Yeah, maybe I could have done this stream on Lichess and invite some people from there. I should investigate that. I'm not sure, to be honest, but it should be possible. So were you 1900 right after starting playing chess? No, 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 no. I got my international rating, so ELO, when I was 12 or something like that, and this initial rating was like 1900. Before that, I didn't have a chance to somehow get this rating. I didn't play abroad, and in Ukraine, there wasn't a lot of tournaments where you could have got the international rating. So I had the national rating, but not the ELO. Bro, you are in. I have confidence. Well, I have confidence in terms of my chess play, but when you are playing and commenting at the same time, it's much more difficult, and you're starting blundering a lot of stuff. And then when you're doing stream, it's even more difficult. I mean, you're doing the stream very badly, and you're playing chess very badly. So at the end of the day, it's very difficult. But I guess it also comes with the practice. Like my background says, practice makes master. So maybe I should start, and it's gonna be better with the time. But yeah, I guess I have some fear of that. Bishop is 3. I guess knight d7, or maybe bishop is e6 first. Is the way. I haven't really noticed that I played the Philidor defense in this game. I should have probably played the Sicilian again. That would have been more interesting. You said you were gonna play me. Did I say that? If I said that, I must play against you. You are Kenny. Yeah, okay, then I must play against you. I believe you. If I said that, then I must play it. Thank you for playing me. You're welcome. You're welcome. Have I missed some questions? No, I don't think so. Okay, castles have bishop b4. I mean, knight g5 check, just king e7 back. b4 seems to be promising. Or I should just develop my pieces. Maybe that is the best thing. Remember, developing is always the key to success. d7. Okay, yeah. If I promise to play against you, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, knight c4, that's a very good idea. Maybe I should have played bishop b4 first. Okay, bishop c5. Still, feel free to ask your questions. And by the way, thank you very much for your support. We have 15 people right now. I haven't noticed, maybe it was more at some point. Anyway, thank you very much. It's my first time and feels incredible for me. Bishop d4. I don't know. I mean, it's risky because you can take, play knight d2. The pawn will be hanging, that my king is very weird. So for me, the best thing is not to open up the center. So let me just continue my development for now. Yeah, you are welcome. Knight to b3. Well, but now I can play bishop b4, and now once again the problem might be the c4 pawn. Although you can defend it. How do I play? Well, for today, I guess we are about to end. There is gonna be just one more game, and so yeah, today it's not gonna be possible. But next time, just challenge me on lead chess, and you should be good to go. Okay, so the question is, can I take on c3 and on e4? There are no checks. I'm attacking the pawn. It's dangerous, but let's take a risk. You're doing great for the first stream. Found you previously through the short form content, I think. Thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. A lot of people are finding me through the short form content. I have done it recently. I've started to done it recently, and it seems to work very well. Somehow, much better than long form content. So let's see how it goes in the future. Probably f5 was not the right choice, because now I have this pin. I have to go back. I'll follow you from now. Thank you very much. Very happy to hear that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure next time it would be much better than today. Sometimes I just don't know what to say, how to make it fascinating for you. I'm not Gotham Chess in terms of creating some jokes on the fly, at least yet. Gonna try to learn that. Knight to c5, very aggressive. Knight takes c5, bishop takes, king a8. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna lose a5 in the end. But why can't I play knight to d5? Because my b7 pawn is hanging. Yeah, somehow a lot of stuff is hanging. Can I take? No. Maybe just rook b8 for now. I also don't have any time left. Takes. Well, but now I'm pretty much fine. I mean, I don't see any real problem. Maybe the problem is king to e6. I mean, oh no. Yeah, now you have rook takes, rook d6. Yeah, I felt that there should be something, but haven't seen it concretely, and I don't have any time to calculate. But king a8 also you have bishop d6. Okay, g4. G4, let's just take it. I should just eliminate the number of rooks, and then at least I can get checkmated. And now I feel pretty much solid here. Okay, 7 seconds. Let me finish this game. King e6. Let's protect it. I want to play b5, but maybe c4 would be played here. Knight b4. And now I'm gonna play b5 because I want to create a passer. Yeah, now I have a passer that's very dangerous. You can stop it, but I mean, pawn takes. I mean, knight takes pawn. I have rook d6, but that's not a big deal. And now I have the rook file. Now seems like the position is getting completely winning. But once again, you have played a very good game. You had a very good position for the majority of the game, so well done. Yeah, okay. So I guess it's time for us to call it a day. Thank you very much for supporting me today, for being with me today. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again, be it videos, streams, shorts, whatever it can be.